Victory is ours. Protect yourself. You shall not prevail! And stay down. All is well that ends well.
tales. This place was in ruins the last time we came. But... where... Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty...
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right, let's get in there and see if we can find some clue.
Such pain, such despair. How dare you? How dare you return here? You took everything.
I'm keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tell...
Let the blackness consume you!
Not done yet! We are not done yet! Shall not prevail!
Wakey, wakey!
Let the blackness consume you!
Score one for the good guys!
There's life in the old dog yet!
You took my beloved Eleanor. You took my boy.
Eleanor? But that's the old queen's name, which...
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought. A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this. What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me. What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless night from his...
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see. I beg of you, help him, free him from his nightmare.
The voice.
That'll have to wait. Erwin, but what are we supposed to...
Well then, I'm to make you nice. Such pain. I am helpless.
Yes, well, of course. We've been waiting a long time.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Truly, it has been far too long. 1,000 thanks for preparing. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's colloquy of kings, I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well
It is the first time the rulers of the four kingdoms have ever gathered under one roof. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an...
Indeed it is. Thank you once again for agreeing to meet so readily. Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. Guards, I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
King Carnelian, Lord Robert. I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is.
Save it for the meeting, Owen.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs in the lumen. Right, it's nearly time. Why don't you go and...
He's so tiny. Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
I think he likes you, Jade. He wants to play. He's a very special boy, you know. They call him the Limit, but I just hope he grows up to be like his father. That he can help people to overcome.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor. King Erwin!
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Would you look at it thundering away out there?
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep...
And what about me,
Hey, you don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. You're... Right. We'd better get this meeting started.
Good luck.
this child? He is the one?
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark One riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth. Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnud with it. He will be sorely missed.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark, which brings us to...
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace...
You believe that the presence of the Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. World Tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black.
What are the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late.
What are you trying to...
The star sings at night, you know. I have heard it. It sings of Erdrea's destruction.
King Gustav is right.
Don't you start.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root, even when that source is painfully close to home.
Why don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me to kill... Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the Luminary is a gift.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but... The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected and...
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure.
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us all.
King Carnelian.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is that...
Now the matter is settled.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce...
Thank you. My friends, I'd like to thank you all.
Your Majesty!
What is it?
You must flee the palace immediately.
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here.
Where is the Luminary?
They have come in force, but they shall not have the child. Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle. Now!
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet. Now go!
Thank you.
We were so worried.
You're alive. Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on. No matter what happens, I will get you out of here. I promise. Let's go. We should be able to get out through here.
I feel his presence. Give him to me.
Just you try and take him.
The monsters are everywhere.
If they've made it this far around the castle, they must have the place surrounded. We'll have to use the tunnels. This way. I think this was the one. Quickly, in we go. Before the... Time to make a break for it. I'll deal with him. Get out of here!
But Erwin...
Run! And don't look back! All right, you despicable creatures. Do your worst. You won't get past me! It's not over yet. King Carnelian? King Carnelian? Who are you? What do you think you're doing? Your Majesty!
Erwin.
You're all right. Jade's with Eleanor and the Wee One, Your Majesty.
I see. I shall send my forces after them.
Your Majesty, what do you...
The bloodline of the Luminary ends here. Today.
King Carnelian? Your Majesty? Sire. Forgive me. I was unable to find you. I thank the heavens that you are unhurt. King Erwin, what has happened here?
I had no choice. He came at me in a frenzy. Queen Eleanor has absconded with the Luminary, and with my daughter.
Surely not. Whatever would possess them to commit such acts?
The birth of the child has put them both under great pressure. It has also caused the coming of the monsters, the loss of countless lives. Perhaps the coming of the Luminary does bring darkness in its wake. After all, without him, this tragedy would never have come to pass. Yes, I see now. He is not our savior. He is the harbinger of the night to come. The child of evil. The dark spawn. He must be found and dealt with. The peace of Erdrea must not be permitted to collapse. Find him. Leave no stone unturned.
Sire.
No. He is no harbinger of darkness. Someone, please. King Carnelian must be stopped. Eleanor, please.
I am the Gloomnivore. And this one's misery is just exquisite. Which is why I've been drawing out his torture for. But even the most fabulous feat. How does your despair compare?
is... This is your most painful memory. Yes. You could not protect your friend. Wallow in it. Marinate yourself in misery.
Can you hear me? Please. There is a light inside you that can never be extinguished. It is waiting, biding its time, but it is there, and when it shines forth, it will illuminate the world. Now is that time. You are the luminary. You must conquer the darkness. You must shine.
This light is...
What's happening?
You're back with us, laddie. Are you all right?
This light... disgusting. It blinds me.
This is the beast responsible for King Erwin's suffering. We must defeat it and lift His Majesty's curse.
No matter. Your screams of agony will...
Ignorance is its own reward.
Where am I? Wait. Those eyes. I'd know them anywhere. Son. Is it really you? It was you who saved me, wasn't it?
You're back. You're back to your old self at last.
Eleanor?
Our son has freed you. Despair no longer holds you captive. You are free to join me after all these years.
I am, my love. I am.
My dear son, my darling boy, many hardships await you, many trials lie ahead, but you must not stray from your path. You must not falter. Let the light of hope, the light inside you, be your guide. And remember, we will always watch over you. Farewell, my darling. I love you so much.
Goodbye, my little one. Goodbye, Erwin. I hope both of you find peace at last.
Honey, your hand!
The mark. It's glowing again. Your powers, they're back!
The luminary is restored to us, and all thanks to his honored parents.
Archer? You here for a bit of a...
R&R?
Seriously? You went in Octagonia to let your hair down? Why else would anyone come? Everyone's been miserable since it got all dark and that, right? Well, this is where people come. I met this girl on the road, as it happens. She said she was headed here too. Course, she was dressed all funny, she was. One of them martial artist types, you know. I was hoping it.
A beautiful martial artist, huh? Brav!
There he is. I thought he'd never show up. Well, it was nice talking to you. Maybe we'll... You took your time. Where have you been, you plonker?
Here.
Octagonia.
Well, there's no harm in taking a quick look around town, eh?
Victory is ours.
The great Silvando grows even greater.
Didn't this place used to be funner looking? Ugh, and what's with that ugly statue?
Welcome to Octagonia.
A monster.
Oh, come now. There's no need for all that. You're in the new Octagonia now. There's no fighting here anymore. All those tournaments they used to host, so uncivilized. The arena's a casino now, thanks to Booga. Best and most... Why don't you step inside and chance your arm?
A casino run by Mont? It all sounds a wee bit fishy to me.